Ant Nation, my name, of course, is Agent Beemstar. Come on, you guys already knew that. You literally subscribed to the channel. Huge shout out to SeatGeek for helping sponsor this video. SeatGeek, of course, is an app that helps making buying tickets easier and more affordable. Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple. You just hop on the website, you can go to any event, whether it's a sporting event, a comedy event, a music event, name it. Now, you know me, I'm a Raptors fan. The team is literally gonna go 82-0. Let's say I'm trying to watch the Raptors pound on the Golden State Warriors and win by 50 or something like that. The whole screen is very intuitive. On the left-hand side, it orders everything based on value. So green means good value. You scroll all the way down and you get to red, it means bad value. You can click on any seat and get a view of what it would look like had you bought the seat. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, they have the best prices. I'm being very serious. Every event I go to, I use SeatGeek, not just because they sponsor the videos. If you want to use SeatGeek, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Click it, use code AGENT at checkout for $20 off your first purchase. Damn, where was I? Hey guys, there's a lot of news today and all of it is bad news and I don't even really know where to start. Really shouldn't be smiling because some of it is truly tragic news. Let's start off with our first story of the day. There's a player in the NBA 2K League that just got banned, and it seems like it's a lifetime ban, and the 2K League is being pretty vague about it. They put out an official statement on Twitter saying, Austin Boo Painter dismissed and disqualified from NBA 2K League. They followed saying, Wizards District Gaming power forward Austin Boo Painter has been dismissed and disqualified from the NBA 2K League for violating the player code of conduct. It was announced today by NBA 2K League Managing Director Brendan Donahue. Now, at first everyone was like, yo, he literally led the league in points per game last year. How did he get banned? What could he have done? And there was no clarification, or they didn't specify in the tweet. I was like, is that a lifetime ban? A first offense lifetime ban? That's kind of crazy. He must have did something reckless. So of course, Twitter got to asking some questions. Brian Mazik, writer for Forbes, put out a tweet, said, play your role, peeps. If you're looking into getting involved in the NBA 2K League in Season 2, leave the news and rumors to the journalist, aka the greatest journalist of all time, Agent Beemstar. Otherwise, you're flexing an underdeveloped muscle and likely hurting your own chances to get in because you're painting yourself as a messy person. Another reporter, Jeff Eisenband, said to echo Brian's tweets, please don't spread rumors about whatever it is that happened with Boo Painter. If it's meant to be public, things will come out and there'll be people to handle it professionally. The NBA 2K community being mature about this will benefit everyone. Both of those people missed the point. This comment here left everybody confused and asking even more questions. The whole point of a statement is to answer questions, and it just led to way more questions than it answered. Shake and Bake kindly began the rumors by quote tweeting the original tweet on Twitter saying, wonder if this was for him asking players to quit or offering them MT to do so during the 500K My Team tournament. Now, if you don't know, My Team is doing this big tournament, $250,000 are on the line, and what he's saying is that Boo Painter was close to winning it and he was asking people to throw games to do it. So of course everyone was like, Shake, where is your evidence? He followed up saying, dude tweeted at me, said I was starting rumors, but timeline was flooded with these DMs 3 weeks ago. Quote to Boo's tweet here saying, not even close, you obviously know nothing. Stop trying to start false rumors. And so apparently Shake came with the shits. He followed up with actual DMs. Now I don't know who these are with, but it appears to be Boo Painter almost trying to convince somebody saying, there's not much time left, I need to get another game in, do you mind quitting? And I'm gonna scroll through these, I already read him, and honestly, it's what you'd exactly expect it to say. Please help me, bro, I'm begging you. The guy replied, you're in first place of this whole thing right now? And he replied, yes, bro, there's a dude right now on my ass, which is why I need another game. The guy literally bribed him. He said, give me 50K MT and I'll quit right now. And he made the deal. Whether he got the MT or not is none of my business. So at first, everybody began speculating, thinking, is this why he got banned? Blue clarified on Twitter in response under this tweet saying, this isn't why I was kicked, is what I'm saying. And they kind of got into it, and even Famous Enough got involved. Some people were mad at Shake for beginning rumors, but Shake was saying, I really only asked if this was the reason why it happened. Everyone was really just trying to find the answers. And so some skerfuffle went on between the two. Now, I did some deep dive investigating to figure out what exactly happened, and I did find the answer, but I can't say because I was asked not to speak about it, and I can't betray the trust of the person who told me. So long story short, I'll just say this. They didn't clarify in the statement, and maybe that's because they haven't really decided yet, but if it's a lifetime ban for what I know happened, that's crazy. That is like maybe 3 months, or maybe even if you're going max, like a year suspension, but he's back in year 3. But for him to get a lifetime ban for what happened is like, okay, let me just say this. Before we move on to any other stories, everything you do on the internet, Assume worst case scenario. I never ever tell or DM someone anything anymore, as of like 2 years ago, unless I know for a fact that whatever is said is not gonna come back and bite me in the ass. Some people are like too trusting. Why would you trust a random guy with this kind of information in the DMs saying you're boosting? There is a very good possibility if he knows you're Boo Painter and you're the NBA 2K League that he's gonna try and expose you to get some clout or to get some views or whatever the case is. You guys gotta be careful, especially if you signed a contract and you read the code of conduct and it allows for no tolerance. You read it and it said no tolerance, then you gotta be super careful about what you're doing. That's it for that story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna be the one who makes everything go public, but if for whatever reason Boo puts out a tweet saying this is why I got banned, then I will report on it. That's it for the first story. Wow. For the second story of the day, there is a content creator on Twitch known as Girl Gamer Chast, and she put out this tweet explaining that she's been dealing with some toxicity. She said, "This is what I deal with every day from a Twitch partner. He literally keeps harassing me and I never say anything to him. I shouldn't have to deal with this in people's streams that I support. At this point, I think his Twitch should get banned." So everybody was wondering what's happening. If you watch the video, there's a character by the name of Mamba Brown who literally says, and I quote, "Go suck..." Okay, you guys can read it. Have you read it already? Now, that wasn't really the main reason I wanted to talk about this story. The main reason I wanted to talk about it is because of what followed after everybody found out about whatever, like after the tweet went out. Brandon Donahue, the director of the NBA 2K League, said, "Thanks for bringing this to our attention. We do take this very seriously and he will be removed from the qualification process. This type of behavior has no place in the NBA 2K League." I was just taken aback when I found that out. Now listen, she's right. She shouldn't have to deal with toxic behavior or people talking smack about her all the time. But at the same time, part of me was saying like, it kind of comes with the territory. It should never be welcomed and you should definitely try your best to avoid it. But when I hop in games on 2K, there were some very toxic people saying ridiculous things about how they'll come to my house or do this and do that. I'm literally playing games online. It happens. Even when I'm playing games like Black Ops 4 and no one knows who I am, I get crazy comments like that. Have you ever been in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby before? Xbox 360? My guys, it is peak toxicity in there. What I'm saying is, I didn't know you could just get people banned for being toxic. Ladies and gentlemen, that would sweep up like 65% of the NBA 2K community at that point. Cause I know that Mamba guy. I even DM'd him before asking if he wanted to run. And I don't think he's any more toxic than a lot of the stage guys you'll find tryharding over there. So here's what I propose. I think Brandon Donahue should also ban people from joining the 2K League that delay, that boot people, and I feel like those are way bigger issues than just leaving a comment, because that actually affects people's gameplay. It ruins the game for people. Well, you could just try your best to ignore a comment. Hey, at least we know he pretty much has sweeping authority like an NBA or an NFL commissioner. If you do something very reckless and he has a point, they're not gonna want you in the 2K League because someone's just gonna look at your old tweets or your old comments on an old stream and it's gonna be a bad look for their brand. So I get it, I understand why it's the case. I just thought it was an interesting story. For our next story of the day, yo, the ban hammer has been dropping. I don't even know if some of these people deserve it, my guys. Poor Boy Sin was one of the first to catch it on Twitter, man. He put out this post showing that he was banned on NBA 2K19 for violating the terms of service. He followed up by sending a tweet to some devs saying, "I did nothing to harm the game to deserve this ban. Please fix at 2K support." Tweeted at the devs, told them to fix it. "Anyone who supports me, please simple like or retweet so they see no negative comments needed, please." Oh, he did follow up. Where did the tweets go? He delete them? I definitely saw tweets, man. Yeah, he deleted them. I'll let you know what they said though, because I read them earlier. Basically, he described the reason he got banned is because he put in a support ticket for NBA 2K support. He felt like he was wronged in some way, and basically after investigation, 2K support decided that he was lying to them, and so because it was a false report, they basically banned him because they thought like, if you're false reporting stuff, they think you're trying to finesse them to get some sort of reward. So what some people will try and do is like, they don't win Gold Rush, maybe they get 25th place, but they'll try and tweet at 2K support, they'll submit a ticket, and then they'll put together this false report, and 2K support is like, you're trying to cheat to get the things, but you didn't win it, and so they ban the person. But in this case, Poor Boy Sin saying, not only did I deserve it, but when I put in the ticket, I got banned for doing it. That's basically what happened, yeah. So if you are putting in a ticket to 2K support and you're saying like, I deserve this sort of compensation, just be careful, because for whatever reason, if they decide that you're not telling the truth, you could potentially get banned. He also mentioned saying like they were trying to make an example out of him or something like that, and it was way too harsh, like a ban. This one in particular is an interesting case because while a lot of people have been grinding my career, Poor Boy Sin has been grinding Park. He's the only player, the first 97 overall to do it only on the Park, so you would think that they would be rewarding him with stuff, and they did. They gave him the verified symbol. His pinned tweet is of him getting verified, and he was super excited about that, and I think he deserves it. I don't know, man. I saw him get banned, and I know he didn't boost or do anything ridiculous. So it's just, I guess, a sad day. Hopefully that gets reversed. Other content creators like Hank the Tank also got banned. He got banned for boosting, and there was some DMs, some alleged DMs that couldn't be verified of people putting out on Twitter. And so Hank lost his 96 or 97 overall player. He had like 4 players on the account, hundreds of thousands of VC. He won Gold Rush, Ruffles, and so he lost an account worth literally thousands of dollars. And it was verified. And so there is some hope for Hank though. He put out this tweet saying, 1 week till I'm free. And so there's a possibility that these bans aren't permanent, even though they're not saying in that after a couple weeks, then they'll get their accounts back. That is not where the drama ended today, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a development over the last couple weeks in the NBA community, and I want to talk about it. And for our next story of the day, ladies and gentlemen, there's a network that goes by the name NBA Playmakers. Now, these guys send me emails literally every week trying to finesse me to join their network, and I'm not gonna do it. So guys, please stop sending me your messages. The network has been catching a lot of heat in the last week because the people that are partnered with the network are very unhappy with the kinds of things they're doing. Players like Dom2K, B-Souls, SDC all uploaded videos talking about the topic, so let me try and summarize. The NBA Playmakers network almost acts like a middleman between a YouTuber and YouTube. In this case, they're particularly unique because they're directly connected to the NBA. So if you are an NBA YouTuber or a person who aspires to be, you can get exclusive access to stuff that no other network could have provided you. So of course they signed dozens and dozens of YouTubers to their network, and what a lot of people are maybe now realizing is that it wasn't all that it was drawn out to be. SDC dropped a 11-minute video detailing the issues he's been having with the network, and there's some pretty stark claims.
That I was in violation of my contract for pretty much stating my opinion on games, players, and the NBA itself in my videos. And then they forced me to take down some of my videos because they didn't like the opinion that I was stating in my videos.
So it kind of started like a wave where all the YouTubers were kind of looking at each other like, wait, you've been getting finessed? You've been getting finessed too? And everyone is kind of just discussing how they've been getting finessed, and they have been. So the network got people to sign in by saying things like, hey, you'll get exclusive access to NBA clips, and you'll have a license to use it. But then they didn't tell them, they put it in fine print in the contract that I wish more YouTubers would read over, that if they use the NBA content, then they lose like 50% of the revenue from the video. And so while they do now have a license for the content, now they lose a substantial amount of the revenue they make. And then there was reports that SDC was talking about and other YouTubers that they weren't allowing them to use sponsorships because it didn't align with the sponsorships of the NBA or something like that. And so they're taking away a majority of their revenue. They're not allowing them to use sponsorships. And on top of all of that, B-Souls puts up this photo saying your video has been removed from YouTube, and leaves a comment, they just removed 3 of my videos. Dom2K responds, same, I have a pretty good idea why that happened. And then, yup, same, why did they remove yours? Wait, they're removing old videos now too? And then I'm like, what? They're not letting y'all make money. They're restricting the types of videos you made. B-Souls talked about how they literally did not let him have a negative opinion on some things because it was too controversial. And then now they're taking down videos. They later figured out that the reason the videos are being taken down is because it's technically against YouTube's terms of service to have a pre-roll ad in the beginning. And so if I, like on this video is a SeatGeek ad, you're allowed to do that. But if SeatGeek pre-recorded their own video and put it at the start or something like that, like catbeast.com, you know how they have those sponsorships? Then that is technically against the terms of service. And while YouTube really doesn't ever enforce it, for whatever reason, NBA Playmakers is, and they're taking the videos down. Technically, they're not allowed to be there, but it's like, they can't make money. So it's like, what, they're in a horrible position right now. And I almost feel horrible for them because now they're partnered and they're on a 1 year or a 2 year deal, and you can't really get out of it. And now you're with a network that is opposed to the direction you want to take your channel, and you're kind of just stuck. Now, I know this firsthand. Anytime you work with an organization like the NBA or the NFL, there is so much approval and red tape required. It's like for example, NBA 2K, before they add any type of clothes to the store, it has to be approved by the NBA, because it's the NBA's brand on the line too that's associated with the game. And so the same goes with here. While you might have thought that joining the network could give you more freedom and flexibility, because now you're directly associated with the NBA, it actually restricts what you're able to do. That's unfortunate, but I guess that's just the way things are. It was literally a few days ago where another network, MCN, called Defy Media, literally declared bankruptcy, took all the YouTubers' money that they were supposed to give to them, and gave it to the people they owe debt to. It's like that wasn't your money to give. So why would you give it away? And so now there's people that lost out on all their revenue for the last 2 to 3 months. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be careful out here, whether it's sending the wrong DM and being caught doing some dumb shit, or in this situation, signing a contract. Be very, very careful what you're signing up for. Because I'm telling you right now, people will do and say anything to get you to sign something, but once you've signed it, it's gonna be tough to get them to hold up to their end of the bargain. I'm tired of YouTubers getting steamrolled. We're the little guy in pretty much every situation. There's companies like UMG out there literally claiming the revenue for entire videos in this last week because you used 5 seconds of a copyrighted song. If I used 5 seconds of a copyrighted song, you deserve 5 seconds worth of revenue, my guy. Not the whole video's revenue, but again, it's YouTubers being messed up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the Drama Alert, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, click the card above to watch more Drama Alerts, or click one of these 2 videos if you haven't watched them already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.